Okay, this video is only going to be mostly a preview. It's going to show you the installed speakers. It's also going to show you a few other things. Also, the order in which we took parts apart on the car and give you a little bit of information. I put this as a preview for the deck speaker install. I have the rest of the videos. Probably tonight I'm going to keep working together to put them together. I just didn't want to put a gigantic long video. I mean, the videos are too long sometimes. I apologize. I know that annoys some people. And I just want to put this together so you guys can get started with the idea what it looks like and so forth. The next video, which should hopefully come tonight, it's going to take me a little while to put it together because there's a lot of videos, a lot of editing I have to do to put it together. And it's going to be a lot more me talking, showing you videos of the actual install and what it looks like and what we did to give you some ideas on what's involved. And then I'll give you some caveats afterwards. So that video will probably end up being way too long also. And then I'll tell you how the system sounds and what you need to look out for and what not to. But this video is pretty much going to show you the car. It's going to show you the inside of the car. It's going to show you the speakers. It's going to show you piece by piece where we're going to take the parts apart. So this is pretty much pretty important for it, and there's a little bit of humor in there. You know me, I'm pretty pretty gross. So hang tight on that. I am getting the rest of the video up. I know a lot of you guys are waiting to see the rear deck pulled apart. It is coming, and hopefully I'm going to try to get that up tonight. So I'm wishing you all good Memorial Day. Please watch the video. Let me know what you think, and should have another video coming up too, as well as I'm working on that other one I told you, the weirdness, wish list, and what the fuck. I got more stuff taped, and I gotta put that all together. That's a big one too. All right, take care, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Oh, good afternoon, guys. This is going to be the second part of the video that concerns the change over the speakers in the 2019 Insight Touring. This is a touring model. As you can see, I parked at the mall yesterday, and all the plants in Maine decided to poof their love dust all over my car. So after this, I am going to go and I'm going to take thy baby in to get her cleaned. There are a lot of people out because it's nice out. So basically, my poor Ruby got herself a little pollen bukkake. So we're going to unlock this thing, and I wanted to give you some general ideas of exactly how the car comes apart before I show the videos. Basically, when taking the car apart, the first parts you're going to want to take out are these. These are going to pull straight and outwardly towards you. They're basically just clipped in. Very simple. The next part involved is this big, long mother right here. Now, while you're doing this, you're going to probably want to have your seats down. But this part, basically, there's one bolt all the way down here. Under here, I'll show you on the video of it. Once you do that, you basically pull it right on out, the whole thing right on out. In fact, let's go wide, see if this helps. You're going to pull this whole thing right on out. After that, the next part to pull will be this guy right here. This guy right here also is all clips. Basically, the whole thing unpops and pulls all the way out. After that, this little part right down here will basically just come right out. It doesn't even, I don't even think it has clips and so forth. After that, behind here, yep, bad aim. Behind here, you'll see a bolt. Basically, you take that bolt off. After that, the whole back deck pops off, basically like a Lego. Nothing is connected except the tweeters. The tweeters are connected, so you have to go into the trunk and disconnect the tweeters before you pull the deck up. Otherwise, you might rip out your connectors for your tweeters. So that's the basic unhooking. There's basically 4 bolts. There's going to be 1 and 2 on the opposite side, way over there. And behind here, 1 and 2. It's really not all that difficult. Let's get in the regular mode here. It's really not all that difficult to take apart. Putting it back together can be a little bit on the challenging side. The nice thing is that the clips are in pretty good shape. They can bend sometimes. You might want to have a box of extra clips just in case. But the clips are generally very basic and easy to take off. I'm going to put together the video with the actual video of when it was done. So hang tight, and we're going to take a quick look in the trunk. The speakers are in. I have the sub, the tweeters, and the main drivers in the back, and we'll get into that a little bit later. Hang tight. All right, I'm using a wide-angle lens again because it's easier to show the entire setup. Still got a little bit more wire management to do, but nothing much. As you can see right here, these are my main drivers. Right here, these are the crossovers. They're zip ties with foam underneath them to keep them from rattling because they will rattle. I think they're perfectly fine there. And there you see is my honkin' kicker subwoofer right down there. Now, putting these in were not horrendously difficult, but we will get deeper into that when I get into the main video. I just wanted to show you what it generally looks like right now. Many people, I didn't know this originally, and again, I hope this video doesn't look weird because of the wide angle. I'm going to go back into regular here for a second. Oh, stop it. When it comes to the regular tweeter, it has a different connector, and there's no adapter for that connector. There is a way to connect it into a new tweeter without messing things up. It's not a big deal. I will go over that when I get into the video and I get the rest of the video connected. Let's see what is hooked up. The subwoofer, I'm probably going to be removing my 12-inch subwoofer. I don't need it. Once you get a good subwoofer in here, you do not need a 12-inch subwoofer unless you're really looking to kill people's heartbeats. Otherwise, it gives you plenty and plenty of bass. I haven't done the dynamatting all through these wheel wells yet, or the floor yet. That comes next. This is the stuff I'm using. It's called Ballistic. It works pretty well. We have, however, matted the trunk. Again, I'm going to go in a widescreen because it seems to fit better there. We have matted the trunk. And so forth. All that's matted. One thing you need to know about these little clips under here, I'm going to get into regular mode here. About these clips right here is you might think that you need to go under here and use a pry tool to pop them out. They do not. You want to take a small screwdriver to get right in there and pop the top part off, and then they come all out. So essentially they're like double layered. They have a little top part that pops out. I don't know if you can see it real closely, but there's like a little seam. You stick a little screwdriver in there, pop it, and the whole thing comes out. Very easy. This is all matted already. The trunk is already matted. I'm going wide again. The trunk is semi-heavy, but quite frankly, since I have the spoiler engaged, I have heavier hookups for the tension on the trunk, so it doesn't really bother the trunk, but it does stop any rattling and so forth from happening. You'll also see under here a little bit extra thing, foam. We used a lot of this for the back deck. The back deck will rattle if you have some heavy-duty speakers in there, so you got to keep that in mind. So I'm probably going to make this into multiple videos. I'm going to probably have this with a regular video, and it's going to be a little long, and then I'm going to give you some of my impressions and some caveats and what the problems are and what the problems aren't. So we're going to sign off from here, and I'm going to get inside, and we're going to start putting together the video with the actual video of the pieces being taken out. Okay, guys, I just got Ruby debukakied. She now looks pretty and shiny. She's a hot red mama again. I know this really isn't part of the video, but I just wanted to show you how pretty she can look when she wants to look. If I could get the sun to shine a little bit more, you get a better idea of just how beautiful the Crimson Pearl actually is and how it tends to sparkle in the light. And for all those who don't know what bukkake means, I think all of you know by now this is not a family-friendly station. I do not make money, therefore I will curse all I like. I will keep the racial epithets down because I'm certainly not someone who should be saying those things anyway. But if you want to look up what it is, I think once you figure out what bukkake means, I have a feeling that your faith in Verdier will drop dramatically from that point on, especially if you don't like that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to show you my baby debukakied because she was covered in a whole bunch of plant love dust.